text.
We are officially live with session 9.
Yes. Hello and welcome to Isle of Gaming. It's 8, it's Monday, it's time for Dungeons and Dragons. If you miss an episode or you want to see us again, we upload these streams to YouTube every Friday under the Isle of Gaming banner. Just look for the line art D20 with the red 1. I'm your Dungeon Master, Cullum Coleman. Today, Aaron is Gareth as the Warlock. Caleb is Torren as the Cleric. Gwendolyn is Robin as the Wizard. And Justin is Rockchild as the Bard. Together, they are the Knaves of Venzor. Before we begin today, a few things to go over. Number 1, Gwendolyn will be joining us from the Void for the first half of tonight at the very least. So they are going to be the speaking black darkness that is coming towards us. They are not the black that attacked last episode. We promise. Aside from that, we'd like to call attention to some new character art that we have received and commissioned. All the art is finally here, so you can see in full glory the artworks for our 3 remaining characters here of Torren, Rockchild, and Gareth. Wonderful bits of art commissioned from the artist Hobbitrate on Fiverr, so very, very good artist. We're all very pleased with his work, and thank you to Hobbitrate for bringing all these wonderful characters to life. With that aside, we will now go into tonight's episode of Isle of Venzor. Last we left off, the Knaves set out to investigate the mysterious vegetative attacks on the people of Llyne. And speaking with a number of townsfolk, they left in the company of a lumberjack named Declan Folly to the furthest expedition of the Mercatari Lumberjack Guild, a place known as the Headwaters. Once at the Headwaters, the Knaves got their first real look at the problem when a number of flowers and vines in the regions attacked, killing one lumberjack and driving off another. After a long and bitter fight, Rockchild was doused in the foul-smelling waters of the Headwater. Afflicted by these darkening waters, Rockchild was targeted by Don John, the necromantic mage currently residing within Torren's skull. Seizing control of Torren's body, Don John attempted to kill Rockchild within the corrupted waters. However, the Knaves intervened and, succeeding to cast off Don John, pulled Rockchild from its depths, but not before the darkness also began to afflict Torren. And with that, we return to today's episode. You have just pulled Rockchild to the banks. He is coming up out of the water as we speak. What would the Knaves like to do?
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
You have this, and I'm gonna just run like a ways away and just not be near the water.
Robin's gonna attempt to help him up, but making sure not to touch him with their...
Unfortunately, Robin, you are on the wrong bank to be doing that.
I am? Okay,
yes,
never mind.
You teleported to the north bank alongside Declan, the only surviving lumberjack of this encounter, who remains with you.
Well, I think I did my job then.
The frickin' hell is happening? What is wrong with you? As he begins to freak out, having witnessed you vanquish the plants and begin to try to kill each other.
You guys tried to kill me?
You're unconscious.
You are unconscious but stable at the moment, Rockchild, unfortunately.
Yes, I don't have any spells to heal you with.
Look, it's a long story. Like, this one's possessed, and then this one's now been... Well, he's not possessed currently.
Yeah.
But this one here, the darkness almost took him.
Yeah, I'm
That's all
gonna
I can tell you right now.
I'm gonna attempt to calm him down and try to explain the situation to him, as best as Robin understands it.
The hell is wrong with you people?
To be
This is
fair,
No. You-
to be fair, it's complicated.
You see why we didn't want to come out here? I don't know what sort of unstable Muppets you are, but this is not enough. I mean, Lawrence is dead!
But did you die?
Lawrence is still dead! He's just on the north bank with Robin. The corpse is on the south bank with the rest of you.
Robin is gonna be like, yes, and I am so sorry for your loss. We were not prepared as we should have been for this mission because we didn't quite understand what was going on here. But luckily, you're
You
alive.
understand now?
Yeah.
Well, yes, we do understand now. We
Fucking
have a
get it.
much greater understanding, but I'm just gonna need you to calm down a bit because there are other things out here, so screaming isn't really gonna help.
The forest came alive and ate Lawrence. You see what's happening?
The forest is more than alive. The water is bringing it to life.
Stay away from the water.
So
Declan,
you all need to come back over here somehow so we can leave.
Declan, do you see what we see in the water?
Actually, don't look at the water. Don't look at the water.
I was about to say it's probably not the best idea.
Declan, visibly confused by like the mass confliction of orders that he's being given.
I'm gonna kind of like gently guide Declan over to where the tree bridge is.
All right, so you're gonna go.
And it says,
You
yeah,
want
I'm
to
just
go
gonna
up
be
and
like-
around, sort of. Do.
Yeah.
To
to be like, let's take the long way around. We'll go meet up with people. Let's go back.
Yeah.
And then is there any sensible way to like get a sample of the water? Like to put it in like a glass jar, or would that not be a good idea knowing what we know?
Don't touch.
Don't
You
touch
have
it.
a vial containing antitoxin. If you were to dump the antitoxin out or take it and then stick the vial in, you could certainly try to get water.
Why don't you take a sample from one of the plants that we killed?
I
They're
will remind
infected
you,
by
the
the-
plants turned into like black ichor, for lack of a better term, and just sizzled away when they were destroyed.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
not
we
even
don't-
like traces of that left.
They just
Yeah, no.
scissored and bubbled up and pulled away. It was like watching ether evaporate.
Oh,
Okay.
It's bad.
Then I guess the best decision would just be to go back and try to get more information on what's happening with the guild and then figure out what they're using the water for because they sent Declan here to gather water, didn't they?
no, it's the lumber.
He's
the
a
lumber?
lumberjack. They sent him to
Well, yeah,
fell
he's a
some of the
lumberjack.
trees.
Okay. I thought someone also sent him to gather some water.
I no.
No one's been sent around for water.
Okay.
The nearest water obsession we've had has been Gareth.
Okay. That's just mix up in my notes. Disregard it then.
Yeah.
Let's.
So as you and Declan proceed to cross, I'm going to need
Oh, no.
either athletics or acrobatics
Oh God. Fuck.
to cross the rickety little bridge. 'Cause it's just a log that's been thrown across here. This isn't a very stable. You gather workplace safety has not been a high priority for these people.
I
Yeah,
was
I
about to
don't
say, I
think
don't think OSHA exists at this place. But can you roll acrobatics for me? I think that's the one that has a higher
Yeah.
stat.
Yeah, acrobatics is only a -1 compared to your strength.
Yeah, my strength is like a -4 if
Let's
I
see
remember
how you do.
correctly.
You 0.
Dude.
Well,
Robin goes in the water and Declan
Oh.
goes in after her.
well,
Oh
shit,
my-
I am so sorry, Declan. Crap.
You both are in there. Both Declan and Robin are going to need to make wisdom saves right now, which I will roll for you because you're away from the keyboard.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God.
All right, you're okay. And Declan nat 20s.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, go Declan.
The dark strands of the water, which you have been allowed to perceive, having them pointed out to you, bend around you, Puck, Robin. Strange enough, they bend around you like a current around a rock. They actively will not touch you.
Get out of there.
Fantastic.
You are in about on Declan. The water is about chest to shoulder deep. On you, it's drowning level.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to like swim towards the edge, kind of like taking Declan with me if we're still like
you're
tied
still,
together.
you're not necessarily tied together, but like you both tried to cross the bridge and you both rolled poorly and fell, and it's easy enough to do. It takes less than half a minute for you to both just swim up to the side and claw your way back up the the cliff face into dry land. So
Are you two okay?
I would say, man, those tendrils, they're scary. Luckily, we're all good. Didn't hurt us, didn't touch us. Cool. And like Robin's just like shaking just a little bit because that's unfun and drowning's not cool.
Oh, we're gonna have to pay for this child's therapy, aren't we?
You are all good?
Yeah, we're gonna make our way towards the rest of the group.
Yeah, sure. I assume at this point Torren's alternative self has dissipated.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
they all come back. Declan starts trying to haul Lawrence's body out of the weeds. He's going home early today.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll attempt to assist him with that.
Yeah.
Could we perhaps make a small, not like a camp, but could we make like a small area of rest?
Like a short
away-
rest.
Yeah, like a couple 100 feet away from this baloney so that we could. I don't know how it worked, but I think, isn't it 1 hour of short rest gets you up, Rothschild? I think. Because I don't have any healing. And he's.
Yeah. Sure, I would say if you guys take a short rest, you'll have 1 hit point, sure.
Okay, great.
So you guys all take a rest in the forest a little bit away from the headwaters. I'm not going to change
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to change the map for that, but you all take a short rest, which means Rockshot, you come back at 1 hit point, and all of you can roll your hit dice if you would like to recover hit points.
Oh boy.
Gwen, I believe Robin is at half health. Would Robin like to use any of their hit dice?
Yes, please.
All right.
And then also, I believe I have something about a short rest recovering spells or spell slots.
Oh wow, you sure, I can look at that real quick.
It should be in my features.
Yeah.
I think it's a faith.
Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The slots must have a combined level that is equal to less than half your wizard level rounded up. So you can recover 1 first level spell slot.
Perfect. That is what I would like to do.
Yep. All right. Yep. There we go. Right there. And you get back up to half health on your first roll of... you should get it back up to your full health. I can't speak. You're at just shy of full health. If you'd like to spend your second hit dice, you'll automatically get to full health. I can't speak English.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second hit dice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'll
God
use the
damn it.
second hit dice. I feel like we're gonna encounter some stuff before we leave this
Sure,
forest.
because you recover a minimum of 4 hit points on any roll of your hit die, and you're 2 short of your full, so you're automatically put at full health.
Awesome.
I'm just shy of half.
I just realized how much I love the little build on Robin here. Massive constitution and all the rest of the physical stats are negative.
That's because I had such terrible stats. I was like,
No.
well, they're a child. They're terrible at physical things. Let's give them a constitution so they're not easily
So
killed.
they're still alive.
As soon
Yeah,
as,
basically.
Honestly,
as
when
soon
the
as
wizard doesn't
Rockchild-
have the lowest health of the party.
Yeah.
As soon as Rockchild is conscious, I'll just give him a big hug. Oh, my friend, you are not dead. You are not dead.
You tried to have me killed.
That is big misunderstanding. That was dumb fuck wizard, not me.
Next time you try that, I will kill both of you.
That is
That's
fair.
to be fair. I didn't
be
know
fair.
what I was doing. It seemed like a good idea.
Gareth, we're practically siblings if you're a half-orc. You were
I
corrupted.
don't think that's how that works. But yeah, we'll go with that.
It is not good. I did not like that. I don't
I
like
missed.
do it.
Of course you missed. You wouldn't have hit me anyways. The point still stands. You tried to kill me.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I saw
Robin.
the void.
Yeah, what did you see?
Okay, that's
What were
that's
you
not.
seeing?
Let's not talk about this in front of Declan.
The child was also in the water. It's fine.
No,
You touched the water as well?
It,
I did, but the tendril things didn't affect me, didn't touch me. Me and Declan were all good there. Yeah, so we didn't have to deal with the void. I guess luck.
There is
Yeah,
no
but-
void. There is no void. There is no tendrils. There is no darkness.
There's no Warren Bossing say.
I mean, that is a way to deny that. I feel like Declan should know.
But what? How would you explain what I saw then?
Okay,
Robin's gonna walk up to Torren and be like, a little under their breath. He already fell into the water. Pretty sure he already knows a little bit what's going on.
Okay.
It's not helpful to just try and gaslight him.
I'm going insight. I'm gonna look over at Declan because I need to understand where his thought process is.
Can
Because
I
if
also-
we're saying this stuff, and I know what that means as a native. So
Yeah. Well,
Can
roll
I
an
also
insight.
just like lean over to Torren while he does this and just go, or we kill him?
We're not
No.
killing him.
No.
7. Shit.
7. 7. He's pretty hard to read. He's very shook up about, the death of his friend and the whole getting murdered by plants thing. You don't really get much how he's taking this.
Can I make?
It's
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
he's obviously not in a good place, but it's not like you can tell whether or
I
not
know.
he's
Yeah. It's
being insight.
he's
He's
more
following whatever
consumed.
insight you're trying to imply.
Yeah. He's
Can
more
I-
consumed with other shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check on Torren to see why he's trying to deny this?
Sure, you can do an insight check because you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't know if this is a bad thing to talk about. Why this might be a bad thing to talk about.
Hey.
I'm
16.
I'm very just visibly nervous. Like every time you keep mentioning the words darkness or blackness or void, I am cringing. I'm like those words are seem like they're physically harming me.
Can I do a history check to see if Robin may have an understanding of what this darkness is, possibly?
Sure, you can roll a history check, Robin. It's going to be very high in order to get through this, but you are proficient in history, so maybe it'll come through for you.
Okay.
Away, 23.
23! Please tell me that
Oh,
makes it.
dang. Damn. I did not think you could make it.
Oh shit!
I didn't think you could.
Ah,
All right,
yes.
Robin. This is why Gwendolyn's making me roll for her. This is the real
Yes.
reason.
Oh yeah, totally,
The
totally.
the curse of survival shall not return upon me. So, where to begin?
This was a shit
you
to see.
Get a little bit of an understanding of sort of the of this place, being a little bit familiar with how politics and nations work, given your partially completed upbringing, you took a little chance to dive into the history of this realm before you came here. You know that the reason Venzor was sought out in the first place was because of a perceived multiverse-ending threat known as the Blackening, a great ethereal void that would descend upon planes and consume them, casting everything in darkness and destroying all life and matter. Venzor is in the tradition of Venzor a holy land and safe haven upon which this Blackening can never set foot. To suggest otherwise is generally considered blasphemous, and that is a crime here.
I see. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to pull Rockchild and Gareth aside and kind of do a quick rundown of this and kind of like be like, all right, I think this is why Torren said we can't talk about this. Though I'm still unsure how Declan will feel and interpret this because, again, he was in the water. He saw the tendrils. So I don't know how we can keep this from everyone, or even if we should, knowing that this safe place is not safe anymore. It to the point where like Declan can't hear this.
Yeah, and I will point out to the party because I've been paying very close attention to this. No character has said the word blackening in Declan's presence.
Good.
No character has actually named what this is.
Okay.
So far, you haven't committed blasphemy by naming it, if this is what you think it is, or what you understand it to be.
Can I do an insight check on Declan now that I have a full understanding?
Yes, you may.
Higher than a 7. Higher than a 7.
Where is your insight? 10.
Hey!
He is
Higher than a 7.
He is distracted. You don't get a lot on him. You gather that this man does not have a great understanding of magic.
So that kind of helps, I guess,
So,
a bit.
Most likely, he does not know what it is. It's just what's been killing him and his people, insofar as he is concerned. 10's not great, but you know that you get a little bit of information for it.
All right, I'm gonna look at Torren and I'm gonna lean over to him and I'm be like, I don't. I forgot to do my accent this entire time. I don't think we really need to worry all that much, as I don't think Declan really understands what's going on. Also, bit of trauma by witnessing his friend's death, so I think we're good there. I don't think we need to worry as much as you're worried.
Declan's idiocy is not what concerns me.
I'm right here.
You're talking too loud. Oh my gosh.
We need to get back. We need to go away from this. Far away.
I mean, we do, but this is still our assignment and our problem, so we still need to figure out a solution. But I do agree we probably shouldn't be here right now, so okay. So do you guys want to head back the way we came, or
We might as well.
Torren, I will say one little note here with Robin leaning towards you like that. You as they approach, you feel a bit of a pulsing in your right arm. Kind of a little bit of an urge just to keep that side of you maybe away from them. Just a little bit.
All right. Specifically
Specifically the hand that you
Yep,
touch
my
the
hand.
water
Yeah.
with. It doesn't, that hand does not seem to want, like a magnet being pushed away. There's that little twinge.
Oh, okay.
You know, just
Put my hands in my pockets. I'm heading back.
All right, so the Knaves will return to Llyne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think that's the best decision.
So you're gonna spend the next several hours returning to Llyne. Didn't, between the rest and everything else, you didn't manage to get a full day's worth of work done. So it is still mid-afternoon rather than dusk when you return to the town. With your with the body of your lumberjack friend in tow, and Declan. Upon arrival, you can see the gnomish fellow that was with you that managed to flee for his life has gathered a small posse of town guard and other lumberjacks to prepare to search for the rest of you.
Well, that's so sweet of him. He was gonna look for our remains.
Yeah, men with he's rallied together, some men with torches and swords and axes to go into the woods. There's about 8 of them in total. Maybe half guard, half civilian. It's a lovely little mob when they all see you dragging the body of Lawrence out of the woods.
Oh boy.
Down.
Well,
brought...
we're alive.
Yeah,
so call it the search party.
Well,
Both of us.
There's a moment of like just stunned silence because usually the first guy to make it back is the only one to make it back.
And probably go up to them and be like, regrettably, this man here, Lawrence was his name, did not make it. We were not able to protect him from the craziness that was in the forest. But luckily, Declan's alive! Yay!
We say
Hi guys.
I have to recommend.
Insane.
I have to recommend something. There's something worse than the plants. The plants are not the problem. There's something worse controlling the plants.
Gareth.
It's best you don't go there.
Fucking hell, they are. It's like this, as like the voice from the lumberjack speak up. Look at the body.
It's
There's
not
like-
the plants doing. It's something else. We don't know what. However, when they die, they don't die. They essentially disintegrate, and that's not normal.
I mean, I think it'd be a good idea to tell them that there's something wrong with the water. We don't have to say exactly what it is, but
My guess,
letting them know.
my guess
be.
is something in the water is affecting them because the water itself is blackened by something.
Maybe we don't use those words, Aaron. Maybe
No, he said it. It's the water has been blackened.
You should get a priest or a high-level mage.
Like it's
And you should-
cursed.
Yeah, cursed by something. We don't know. It is out of our pay grade. We don't know what it is.
Wait,
it is
do you guys
something-
have lead in your water? That could be it. You
Lead,
know, where I
yes.
come from,
Well,
we had
the
a really
original
bad-
name of this town was Flint of Michigan.
Jesus Christ!
Stop it.
All right, we need to.
I'm
clip
getting
that.
demonetized, everybody. Cancel me.
Oh my gosh.
all right.
No, I think Robin's gonna go over there and say, I think we really need to talk with some of the officials in the town and the lumberjacking guild, as there seems to be something in the water that's affecting the plants. So we need to, tackle it in what maybe has like runoff in the water or something like that, because that's polluting the plants. That's the root of the problem. Can you like call a council meeting kind of thing? I think they're gonna
We're
work
ecological
from their
warriors.
political angle that they've had experience in and work with officials rather than letting the whole water has been blackened thing take too much time in people's minds.
Yes.
I would like to reinforce that I think it's cursed.
Yes. You should gather your nature expert Theodore Kaczynski and have him cleanse the water.
Wait, hold up.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'm the only Unabomber in this group.
wait, what?
Listen, stop that, all of you.
I don't think we should have that in a group.
You're gonna be taking the guards are gonna take you off. All right, everybody disperse. You ain't needed here. You lot, bury your friend. You four, off with me now. Not having this speculation in the middle of bloody town.
Gareth,
before
you're getting us in
dusk.
trouble.
Get him
I
back.
just said something's in the water,
You
making
said the
it
bad
dark.
word, the one that the child told us not to say.
I'm sorry, did I turn it into a participle? I don't think so. I just used an
Anyway-
adjective.
Anyway, you are led, if you so choose to follow this guard and
I'll
his
follow.
like 2 friends. You do outnumber the guards right now.
Alright, we got nothing fear. We didn't do anything wrong.
You follow him into
Nice foreshadowing.
into a bit of a what appears to just be an ordinary cabin, but it's got the symbol of the guardsman on a post outside. He takes you in, and the second the door is shut, the 2 men do not follow you in, but stay outside.
Oh no.
He stops. He looks at you and he goes, "In the water." That's what you say?
Yeah, it's something in the water.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yes,
cursed.
that is what we
Poisoning.
think is causing the problems.
And you're certain of this assumption that it's the water causing the plants to attack people.
I saw
they
it
fell in it.
firsthand. Yeah.
They fell in it.
It's the water.
Well, congratulations, you've just been conscripted.
For what?
As he's like moving over like a
Into-
piece of parchment, like with a pen, just hastily. Like, that means you've gotten at least a step closer than any party I've sent out. So
What?
congratulations.
Does it come with regular pay?
No,
No.
Gareth. We asked for better pay because we are clearly the most experienced group that has come through these walls.
Yeah.
You
So-
almost died.
This-
What exactly called
Shh,
experience?
shh, don't tell him that.
Yeah, whatever. This is a consignment. Look, this is a consignment supplemental to your existing paperwork, which I'm sure you all have.
Yes.
If he gives you all a look, he clearly doesn't care whether or not you have it, but like it's important that you affirm that you do.
Just
I pull
don't
out my
search the
paperwork
child.
anyway.
Yeah, I have the specific missions papers, I believe.
There's
But yeah.
the consignment to allow you to oversee the removal or purification of any unnatural source you so encounter within the forests for the purpose of making them safe.
I can agree with this.
Torren's white as a ghost.
Don't pay attention to him.
I just
Don't-
don't want to be a soldier, man.
I
This
don't
isn't
know
a
what it
soldier.
is. We don't really care. What matters is that it goes away. You understand this?
Robin is gonna step in and say, "Sir, the root of your problem is not just that there is something kind of polluting this water, but that it is being caused by something in this town or around this town. So it's much more of a delicate matter than just removing something from the water."
You saying one of the townsfolk is doing this?
I wouldn't say the town.
No, I'm saying that there's a cause and effect that happens.
I just
Like a runoff from a factory that can pollute a water. I'm saying it's more equivalent to that.
He just laughs at you for a solid minute. A factory. Look around you, sweetheart.
I'm saying
There ain't
it's
no
an
factories
example,
out
sir.
here. We have no fucking industry.
I
Barely
think-
got a working smithy.
I think what the child was explaining an analogy. Something else is running off into the water to cause it to be this way. So
Look,
we're essentially going to follow the water to to the source.
is there someone who's in charge of this whole town that we can speak to, please?
Didn't we?
I feel like this matter should be escalated because it is of grave importance. I think us being soldiers would understate the things that we saw, and I think it's imperative we see someone with greater authority.
Not only that, we're going to need access to all the information about this town if we are to properly fix this problem.
You want to go? You want to go archive hunting?
Yeah, we might have to.
I definitely think we're going to need to.
Well, most of the records of there's some records for the town kept here, but most of that would be back in Everness.
Oh, thank God.
Grand City.
Just breathe a sigh of relief.
And as he leans over, I'm guessing that if you're asking for an audience on account of this, you ain't allowed in.
Not yet.
Quick
Most
question.
folks die with that on their lips.
Well,
do we know what he means by that?
We're not.
By most folk die with that on their lips.
Well, yeah, and just Everness as a town in general.
So, Everness, you remember how hard it was getting the rights to come here, all the correspondence with the late Caspian, all the little bits of paperwork that had to go through and be re-signed and reaffirmed just to get you on this island and get you your little company up and running. There is an entirely separate, even more exclusive vetting process for the people allowed to set foot or reside within the city of Everness.
Brilliant.
Look, we might just have to break in.
Wonderfully. Do you say that in front of the guard?
No.
Differentiate now, table talk, because the DM is doing an explain. So I am not going to blame you for that.
Joking during table talk.
And he said, and when Gareth said not yet, his response was most people die with that on their lips. Most of the people on this island die believing that if they work hard enough or have something spectacular happen to them, that they will get to go off and live in the grand city.
I've heard this before.
With all the important people.
I've heard this story
Okay,
before.
so...
Hold on a second.
Okay, so the people that we need to talk to that would be in charge of everything that would have to do with the water and the archives that we need to access are in Everest, and the people we need to talk to are in there.
So all right, so I'm gonna break it down. So there's a couple different things that you tried to do all at once. So number one, you wanted to meet with someone very important in this town. That would be the premier. The premier lives in this town. By law, the premier must.
Okay.
Because they're literally the person in charge of running the town.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to see records of the town and its history. Some would be in the town, but most of the very detailed records would be in the capital, in Everness, which is hard to get into.
So we should try and see the records in town first and meet with the premier. Explain to them what we saw, whether it's blasphemous or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think the severity would dictate telling them, I think.
Got it.
So we know that this is like basically a holy land because it is a safe haven from the blackening.
Mm-hmm.
And now
would we then
here.
Yeah, well, bar that, but for the town history. So would it be maybe a better strategy to talk to the prominent religious faction that is associated with that safekeeping on the island? Because I feel like they would want or need to know that and then possibly have a way for us to like fix that.
Or we could talk to the witches.
You do also have a member of the Venzorian clergy in your party.
Hey,
Torren.
priest,
Oh, is that Torrens?
Yeah.
cleric.
Sorry, I
He's
forgot
literally a
Torrens'
cleric.
background already.
You're literally taught. You literally have a cleric in your party. We should find someone who knows something about the religion here.
Well, no, I
Native
didn't.
cleric. Hi.
Because you know that there are like different religious factions, and I was thinking one that was just more tied to like safeguarding against the blackening. I didn't know if there were different ones.
The primary religious faction is the Ascendant Nine, which is the dominant religion, which is the one that talks about this being a safe haven.
So I
Okay.
assume like there's each cult that's dedicated to each god.
Yeah, each member of the Nine has its own cult with its own like angels and minor deities, and together the Nine form a pantheon
Okay.
with their lesser gods.
And for those of you at home, I don't mean cult like Jonestown. I mean cult as in that's essentially what a group of followers around a specific
Like the cult of Dionysius, that's the best
Yeah.
example.
I
or the
mean,
cult of
there's
Isis.
9 gods. One of them could be a Jonestown type cult.
I prefer not to think that.
Yeah, let's think
you-
it more cult of
None
Dionysius.
of you have asked anything about these gods or attempted to look into these gods. You know
You
the
don't know
name
what
of
god
one that has come up. Only one has come up, and that is Sog.
No,
Sauce.
that's who I worship. You don't know
Yeah,
what kind of dude I am.
can we
The tree
ask
god.
Torren, like, can you explain the gods and like the religion here? I know the one vaguely. You know.
I mean, we could probably ask him that when we're not in the room with the dude, because this is all table talk right now, trying to figure out what we're gonna say.
I'm
I'll
just
say-
going to
I'll say-
immediately like Torren, just kind of like, thank you for your time, sir. We will
Yeah.
get on this right away.
Hold on.
Uh,
If you're going, he's gonna take you to the meet. He's gonna drag you to the premiere. If you're gonna talk
okay.
the premiere, if you're gonna go for
Okay,
that route.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Good,
Yeah, that's what
okay.
we're gonna
It's
go
like-
for.
Because you're not getting
Okay.
in at this hour, and he wants this job done. It's clearly been a headache on him.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, this is Llyne's big in money making.
Sir, what's your name,
better.
sir? What is your name?
I'm Robert Gase. I will type it.
Robert, do you have
Does he have
do
a
you have any
manager?
liquid courage that I might partake in?
I'm on duty, civilian.
Well, I'm also now conscripted and part of the law, so
Then you're on duty.
fuck. What is this? Isn't this medieval times? Can't we drink just wine with every meal because water can't be purified?
Well, I mean,
that
especially
water,
now.
I was like, yeah, that water's not purified.
The water here. The
Oh,
water here is not ran through a Brita.
Can I ask them? Would he know this? Probably. I'm gonna turn to him while Torrance is trying to talk to him. By the way, where do you guys get your drinking water for town?
Down well.
So it's just an aquifer.
It's the well. A lot of this side of Venzor is interconnected. Water flows in from the bay, spews out through all sorts of river runs in the Calchetch, or comes down from the mountainside in Llyne, or sorry, not Llyne, the Ardine. As you know, the gestures you can see in the distance, like the massive uptake and slope as you see the ridge of the Ardine just sort of rise up south of you.
I want to turn
Okay.
to Torren and I want to ask him something because we haven't exactly done icebreakers with Torren, really.
Yeah.
All right, I want to like pull Torren off like on our way to the premiere and kind of like pull him back and like whisper to him. Right, you're gonna tell me everything real quick. Why can't we talk about it? Other than like, it's here. Why is it sacrilege when it's here? Like what? Or sorry, let me rephrase it.
Yeah,
What does this do to you now that it's here? What's the game plan for your people? You had to have had a game plan.
to suggest what you are suggesting is the highest of treasons. And if this is what it is, this is the end of the world.
Well, that's no fun.
I will explain to you when we are in private.
Okay.
We will not talk about this here.
Right. All right. Sounds good to me. I need a well.
I need a drink.
Fair.
There is a banging on the door now as you arrive at the premier's place. The little slatch opens up, this time at human height for the start. And Robert's going to say, visitors for the premiere. He's going to lean in and go, breakthrough on the whole, well, you know. And the thing's going to slatch shut and the door's going to open immediately. No fuss.
Nice.
You are brought back before the little old gnome man. He is in the process of leaving his office for the night when the four of you plus the guard burst in. What the? Sir, these folk have made a bit of progress in our lumberjack issue, but they seem to think they need, what is it, records or something from your facility. Anyway, they can make their own case.
So what we need are all the records concerning what has happened to the water in the forest, as it is the subject of what's causing all these trees to attack all your lumberjacks. We need to know what has been happening to these forests, who has access to them, if we are to fix the issue with this water.
I can answer that question for you right now. Damn witches. Forest was the covens. Everything but name, really. If the water's been fouled on purpose, it's them, and well, it's what we've all suspected for a while now, ain't it?
I think this power is beyond the witches. Granted, we have seen firsthand that they are powerful, but this is a bit extreme.
Sir, could we talk in private?
So you don't want the guard there?
It is literally the four of you, a guard and the premier.
I don't. No offense, Robert, but could we talk to the premier alone?
The guard's gonna look at the premier. Premier's gonna think about it for a minute. He's gonna wave Robert off a little bit and snap his finger. You are alone with the premier.
Okay.
As Robert waits just outside.
What I tell you in it is necessary, and I hope you understand. And I will take off my glove.
The one with the brand.
Oh yeah, I am showing it.
You're showing the brand. You can see as you take off the glove, the brand is doing the thing that it does when it's being detected. Like ding ding, like basically alarm should be going off, but there's almost a blue and black glow just around the edge of its alarm, suppressing it.
Fucking wizard. Okay.
But why is it my fault?
No, not you, other wizard.
Oh, okay.
You're able to gather that whatever the premier did would have set off the alarm on your hands.
Oh.
If certain other power hadn't kept it quiet.
I'm still
He is
gonna
a
show.
you
I'm
got
still
a
gonna
very
show him.
powerful wizard inside your head.
I'm still gonna show him, even if it's.
He's shocked that you apparently are able to suppress the mark.
I am just as shocked as you are. But do you know what this is?
Reason for me to shout the word guard?
Well, I am telling you this to show you the position that I am in and what I am about to say. You have this over me. What is happening in the headwaters could be cataclysmic. And for the good of the island, I tell you, and I show you.
What proof does this have for the headwaters? All you've shown me is that you are a criminal of the lowest order. Why should I grant you access to records?
I just want to be honest and to show you the position that I am putting myself in.
I'm so confused.
Working with the law, working with you.
Can I also come in real quick?
Yeah.
Look, we're only interested in the safety of the people. We have a theory, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's what this is, but we're concerned about the people. You want safe workers? We'll take care of it.
Gareth,
But-
persuasion check.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. This ain't my first. This ain't my first. No, you don't get to jump in yet. This ain't my first day on the job. I know con when I hear a con. I ain't just some senile old man because I held this position.
What? Sorry. Oh God, it went from like a 13 and bounced onto the 1. Out of everything that we have seen, I have one more method to verify this.
You best say it quick, son. You best say it quick, because I'm about out of patience for this.
Real quick. Out of character.
Yep.
Is it bad for me to say that I'm a warlock? Is that really a bad thing?
Warlocks aren't inherently bad. It depends on what you've made your pact with.
Okay.
If you're, say, Pact of the Fiend and you're in league with Asmodeus, probably a bad idea. But equally common are people who are in pacts with various gods.
Yeah. Just want to make sure.
Like, being a warlock doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that you are a battery for a larger entity.
Okay. Just making sure. I work with an archfey. If you can't take our word for it, take the word of an archfey.
And how do you propose to bring this word of the arch? What do you do to show him that you represent or possess the word of an arch?
So the town well.
I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm not getting jumped in the damn town well.
Or rather,
Don't you have
do you have a
something
basin
with
of
you?
water? Do you have a little basin of water?
You guys have flasks. You guys have water skins.
I
You have a
pour
bowl?
water. I pour water in the middle of, like, on the dirt.
This is a like nice
bowl.
wood floor you just poured water
Don't.
on. You're indoors.
Oh, I
You're
thought we were
indoors.
outside. Sorry.
You're
Oops,
in
sorry.
his office.
Never mind.
This is
Never mind.
like the nicest building you've
Nope.
seen in this entire town.
Hey,
Is
I
there a
thought we were
bar in
outside.
his
My mistake.
office? Because then I'm just gonna go grab like
You're a
the
child.
bucket. I don't give a shit. Like I said, there's probably a bar in his office. We'll dump the ice bucket, pour the water in it.
I thought you were about to say that you were gonna get a drink because you just watched Torren.
No, no. We're trying to find something to put the water in that isn't splashing it on the ground. That is what I'm asking. Do I need to do a perception check or something?
I will say it is easy enough to find a pot, a bucket, something in this room.
Brilliant.
I will allow the existence of a bucket.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna do that and pour water in it and be like, here. And then if you can't
Yeah.
convince him, I'm gonna do an argument.
You have a
Sure.
solid half-inch of water in a bucket. What do you do?
Brilliant.
I'm going to set up I'm going to set up at a table,
Oh my.
and I'm going to call out to Coventina and pray she answers.
All right. How are you calling out to Coventina? Is this ability you'd like to use, or are you trying to, or are you just praying for the sake of praying?
I mean,
that God comes to your aid.
I'm mostly just going to be calling out to my otherworldly patron.
All right. With that, we're going to come up to our wonderful Classico. Gareth, would you please give me a high-low?
10 being the highest of the lows.
A high-low means that if it lands on the upper half, this is a D100 I'm rolling.
Oh, it's a D100?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
This is a
Okay.
D1. This is effectively a D100. So high-low.
I'm going to go high.
High. All right, we're going to go around the room. Torren, will you please give me even odd?
Oh God. You know, I'm an odd fellow, so I'm gonna say odd.
And finally, the last person who did something for this check, Robin. 1 or 2?
2 because I'm a twin.
All right. Every second odd over 50.
Okay.
So it works.
Oh, thank God!
73, it works. According to my math. So I
Thank
did
God.
it out.
The mask!
My child. As the water swirls and a small form of Coventina is made from it as a very, very miniaturized water weird kind of form, bound into the pool of water.
My lady, I have come with grave news.
You seek my guidance again.
Me and my party have discovered something devastating, and we are unsure how to proceed, as well local bureaucracy does not wish to acknowledge this.
Knowledge.
As a gesture to the premier.
I think you kind of have to tell her what's happening.
Oh, I'll go ahead and fully explain the.
God, yeah. Coventina is unfortunately not able to view the world through your eyes at all times.
Yeah.
Fair. So I'll go ahead and give a rundown of what we believe this is.
Yep. All right. So you, in this rundown, do you use terms such as blackening?
I will.
How censored do you make this rundown?
I wish to imply, because she would know what this is, right? Like she would understand what it is, right?
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. She's an archfey. She might not know, or she might not care. You don't know whether or not she'd feel this is something worth noting or her time. But you're hoping that it would be.
I want to phrase this. Is the premier like sitting like directly next to me?
The premier is right there with the rest of you, watching you summon this tiny water weird woman. Okay. As some sort of proof that you know what's happening and you're here with good intentions.
I got it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of wordplay.
That is what you summoned her here to prove.
Yes, I'm going to use a little bit of wordplay.
All right, here we go.
Right. After my friends had fallen into this dark water, they mention tendrils from an endless void. It falls in, it pulls them into a sort of pit of darkness, and it appears to infect the local plant life. And whatever it is, it's almost as if it's blackening the water and making it extremely dark and murky. We're unsure of what this is. I know not a name for it, but but I pray that you know and help guide us in the direction to break this curse.
I am the wellspring of worlds, child, and I have not yet witnessed what you speak of, but it is concerning. This is no natural ailment of those I am most authoritative. Seek its end in my name.
That I can do, or at least I'm trying.
Aaron, I would just like to say that in being vague, you use the exact word that you were supposed to be avoiding.
But I was using context. I was using context to avoid the meaning by not giving it a name.
I don't think that worked,
He-
John. I don't.
There's implication. There's various degrees of how far this is going to go before people start catching on. Different people may be more prone than others, like say after a nat 1. But anyway, Coventina is also going to look at you. And how goes my new temple, child?
I was working on. I was going to suggest after this we head back there now.
We shall see it fulfilled. Is that all you seek me for? Or does more taint your heart?
Revenge taints it, but I
Yes, there is great anger in it now, more than there was before.
I am staying that revenge for greater purposes.
Tread lightly, child. There is little room for enemies in the path you walk. That much I do see.
And wise you have always been, and you never led me astray. I thank you for your time. And the water word is going to fade.
That's so frustrating.
I gotta say, I'm worried.
I mean, I thought my wordplay would be enough as by using it as an adjective rather than using it in a nominative sense.
I honestly don't know because you rolled a nat 1 on persuasion, and this dude is highly suspicious.
Would it be possible if I used Fey presence to make him seem more?
Oh, fuck.
That lasts for exactly 6 seconds or 1 round, at which point he immediately knows what you did to him.
Oh, damn
Yeah,
it.
I
Okay,
wouldn't
never
do
mind.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be better off casting the friend spell and then running for the edge of town.
Yeah, can we do an insight to how he is feeling? Because if not, I feel like we should just mention we've already saved a person already. We were conscripted to be soldiers to take care of this problem. We have a history of completing our task. Granted, it was only one, but
You can roll insight and then role play exactly how you say that with Robin's voice.
well, I'm just like asking if it's a thing. Okay, 17.
17. He's very annoyed. He doesn't trust you. Torren is a criminal, and he does not fully understand what the hell Gareth was trying to do.
Brilliant. Okay, cool.
Um,
So I think what we are all trying to say and convey is that we are very dedicated to this task. We started this party to help people. We've already completed another task in helping people in the town that which we came. And we've already saved someone, one of the lumberjacks. And though we did lose someone, 2 people survived and were very, very dedicated to getting this done. And we want to help people. This is obviously a very crap. I can't think of the word. I'm too tired. Pertinent and grave situation. I don't think anyone would want this to continue on the island. So can you please aid us in fixing this problem for you? We are the first to get as far as this concerning this situation. So would you not want the best people on this?
persuasion.
Persuasion.
Come on, please. You have to be able to do better than me.
I have a 0. What is it? A 0 charisma. So
The ironic part is you guys have yet to let the bard do a charisma check.
Yeah. Please, at any point, if Rockchild would speak.
Well, every time I've tried, I've had someone else.
Oh, sorry. 8.
8. Not doing it for him.
Not doing it. All right.
You're kind of he's gonna start shooing you out of his office.
Rock, save the best for last. You go, buddy.
It's it's always the ace in the hole.
Yeah, give him the highest DC to beat.
Look. I apologize for my friends. They like to put their boots in their mouths from time to time. Look, what we witnessed in the forest was of grave concern, to which I don't even think you would even believe us. And if you did, it meant the end of days. My friend Torren here is deathly afraid of what is happening, and he is a native of the land. I think if you're a smart enough man, which you seem to be, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together. We came to you because you are the prominent figure in this land, and you are the man with the most power in this region. However, you are also at the gravest danger. So we come to you to try and help you and try to aid you. We are sent here, as the child mentioned, to try and help save people and help protect this land, because we are also refugees who all came to this land, with the exception of Torren.
He's all right. All right. That's your argument.
Yes.
But the
Roll
only other
persuasion.
That's a good argument. That's a
Roll
good argument.
persuasion.
Bringing
Give
in
your
the
argument.
refugees.
Roll persuasion. Yep. Yeah.
The other option is to
Yeah.
use Don John
Yeah. Basic.
as a Hail
That's a
Mary.
24.
24.
As a
That's
Hail
pretty-
Mary, we use Don John.
That's pretty good. I will say you had a higher DC than anyone, because even though you made a good argument, like Robin did, you did have to go up against a accumulation of 3 failures.
Just tell me the 24 worked, please.
I'm doing it's on this side. That's why I can't see it.
This is so stressful.
Hail Mary, Don John.
Yep.
No more Don John.
He looks at you and
No,
goes,
that'd be terrible.
he looks you all over and goes, I don't trust you. I don't like you. And I'm fairly certain you're not good people. But
Rude.
you live out here long enough, you learn one thing. It's the result that counts. And he's going to stamp an approval form to allow you a 3 days passage in the within the walls of Everness.
Holy shit.
Just say,
Nice job, Justin.
get it done, or the bounty's on you.
Fair enough.
Cool.
He does not like you, but you got it done. You got it stamped.
I will look him dead in the eyes and say, if I fail you, you can personally put the you can personally commit the execution warrant. Like,
Yes.
Maybe don't say that for like the entire party.
no,
It'll
for
take the whole
myself
fall.
because I was the one
Okay.
who convinced him. Like,
That's it.
Oh,
If-
okay.
this is my resolve.
If I don't do it, my name's not Caspian Gray.
yes, yes, 100%.
do that, do that.
yes.
Oh,
Yes, and if I fail you, then my name isn't Caspian Gray.
God.
Roll
we
deception.
should've-
Roll deception because I said that as a joke.
I thought we were
Yeah,
running a
don't.
bit.
Roll deception.
I'm
Your
leaving.
name is not Caspian Gray.
Oh,
Okay,
damn
we're
it.
He
going
looks
to-
at you. Get out of my office.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
You can't keep a straight face during the lie.
Thank you so much. We will not fail you. Let's go.
I just imagine after I said that, I hear Gareth and Robin just snickering behind me, and I can't keep it in.
It's
They're
not
just
a
shocked.
snicker. It's a sigh of disappointment, being like,
Yeah.
"Ah, you
We were s-
finally convinced him, and then you did something where you just obviously lied."
Like,
you
like
know what?
Gareth and Robin are like doing the fucking One Piece, like eyes bulging out, tongue going, "What?"
As we leave, can I ask Torren, like, so how difficult is it to get access to this city?
Torren, you would know it is extremely difficult. The people who live there are known for thinking they're better than everyone else by virtue of living there.
Oh, so Paris.
Yeah, but Paris had a wall around it, and Parisians had special rights.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can go to Paris pretty easily.
Well, they think they're better than everyone else in
I mean,
France.
they're mainly just annoyed by tourists.
Let's just say
They're annoyed by their own people.
They're Parisians. They're annoyed
If-
by everything, including other Parisians. It's like the Scots. They fight themselves as much as they fight everyone else.
You just made an enemy for life.
if you maybe 1 in 100 get to go into the city, and of that person they hate. This is better than I expected. But we need a drink. I need a drink.
I
And
didn't
I also had one other question for you, which we could talk this over a drink.
Mm.
But pray tell me about your gods. I feel this will be important moving forward.
Yes.
Right, first round's on me, y'all.
Thank you. I have no money. I gave it all to the child to buy antitoxin.
Right.
I have.
I
free
also
copper.
have no money, but now we have antitoxin for the next time we go.
Right. Also, I need to know whether or not the shrine's on the way back.
The shrine would be. I'm going to bring up the map of Everness real quick so I can give you the exact way back. Because there's two ways I believe you can get back. You can get to the grand city of Everness from where you are at. The first way is going back the way you came from the city of Llyne all the way down to Dassos, which would put you back past the shrine, and then from Dassos heading to Everness, or you could head round through the city of Kameni to Everness.
Yeah, I definitely want to. We should definitely check up on our little friend. Because we did make a promise, and I made a promise that I would turn that place into a shrine and make sure there was no more water getting
Yeah, we did
polluted.
wanna check.
Yes, you
on
you
him.
promised to destroy all the water in the shrine.
I've got a golden ticket.
Purify it.
I've got a golden
Mhm.
ticket.
Yes, our friend's name was. Hold on, I got it.
Colin, while they're looking that up, is there a way to look at the map on our Roll20? Because when I hit pictures, it just talks to me about subscription sets and marketplace
Oh yeah,
purchases.
no, you don't want that. You're gonna want
Yeah.
do.
Our
Find
little
out.
friend.
Okay, let me see if I can
Oh.
yeah, so okay, I see what's happened. Sure, so it's gonna be
Didn't know if it was just the update that Roll20 did that I can no longer like look at our maps.
Yeah, no. What it is apparently in an update. Some of the permissions I turned on are not turned on right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna turn that on at the end there. But yeah, there you should be able to see maps and roll and by maps I mean my shitty hand drawn maps with like
Beautiful
1,000
maps.
notes. There's like 1,000 notes on these things. It's
What I love about them.
Mark ones drawn on post-it.
The mind of an artist, folks.
Yeah. But yeah, but basically you can either head east, keeping at about your current elevation, pass through Kameni and into Everness, or you can head north to Dassos and then east to Everness.
I was like, so plus we need to go back to Ard because we said we would give our Knoll friend a home at Arns, I'm pretty sure is what we decided.
Yeah, where we were gonna build an office building for the company. We wanted to make him our like new blacksmith if he would agree.
We'll work on that part. For right now, maybe a home at Arns.
You do know Arn's, having stayed there, Arn's does not necessarily have like a permanent room. He's got that little room for like friends of Arn that you can kind of crash at. And the one of you that was friends with Arn
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Is no longer alive.
is no longer among you.
Right. So maybe we can just backtrack on that anyway, because we still don't have money for a shop.
No. You know, you guys have not had good luck getting paid, and I should apologize for that, but I'm not.
I mean, now we get a
Thanks,
regular
Colum.
paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would it take for me to get a performer's permit?
You got time and money?
Depends.
Time.
Yeah, what does it take?
You have 3 hours every week on Monday nights.
Generally what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go before a municipal committee and file a particular claim petitioning for the right of permit. Then a subcommittee on music and culture will have to hear you perform, and upon approving said performance, will function you to the general committee, where you will present yourself along with your registration fee before a judge in general court alongside anyone else seeking permits.
Is it gonna be easier just to forge these papers?
Yeah.
Just find a really good forgery.
Immensely.
And how much would
It
it
will
cost?
take immensely less time to forge paperwork
I
than
was
it is
about
to
to
get
say,
them
can we
properly.
just do that instead? Like, just do whatever you want to do. But
I mean,
don't
I could
know.
perform without paperwork. I don't want to get yelled at it.
Yeah, you don't want to get chased down.
Like we
would-
saw what happened with Gareth when
This-
he tried to perform illegally.
Yeah, and small point of order too. Does anyone have a forger's kit among the four of you?
Well, I think
That's a
Caspian
great
did.
question. Yeah.
Actually, I think if I looted Caspian, I should have his forger's kit.
Oh my god. Can you even use it though?
I don't know if
I only have a
I'd be
scholar's
able to.
pack.
You could,
Okay,
you
so
just wouldn't
maybe-
be proficient.
Yeah, you could. So basically, when you use it, I would be asking you to roll, I believe, dexterity without what's it called?
Proficiency?
Proficiency, yes. Whereas if you were proficient in it, you'd get your proficiency bonus added to the roll.
Okay, so can I attempt it? Because I imagine if it's a bad attempt, I could just destroy it. Correct.
You would not necessarily recognize it as a bad attempt. That's the trick of this. You're creating what you think it would look like.
Can I try it anyways?
You can certainly try it. So roll dexterity, because you have the tools apparently.
Oh, that's a dex save. That wasn't right, was it?
No, just dexterity check. Just go to your stats with all the big numbers, like
Yep, I just did that. 20.
That is a lot better.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm not seeing a forgery kit on Caspian as I'm going through his shit. Seeing thieves' tools and dragon chests. Am I wrong? Am I in the wrong spot there, Caleb? Whatever. We'll roll with it for now as you having it,
Okay.
having had it. For now, and we'll figure it out later. Just I'm not seeing it on my wonderful fact checking mission. 21. You've never seen one of these permits for performing before, but this looks like an official document. And you do have the name of a premier.
Yeah.
So you're able to sign up. You have the name of a premier. You have a name of some guardsmen. You're able to fill out what you think is a pretty official form with some real people's information.
I mean, if he's, I assume like the format would be similar to at least like to the permit we already have.
Yeah, I imagine I like
Possibly,
cross
but
compared a couple of documents. I go, okay, there's a
But,
symbol here, there's this here.
But what you're effectively doing is you're using your passport to create a driver's license.
Look, I'm
As
just doing it in case I get stopped, but I might not get stopped.
But
Why
you
not
could
ask
probably
Torrens
bullshit your
what
way.
the thing looks
you
like?
you can mark down that you have
Or Torren, not Torrens.
a DC 21 forged performance permit.
I feel like the run-of-the-mill guard probably wouldn't be able to identify it as a forgery, but you never know.
You
I
never
was
know.
about to say they really care about
You might-
forms here, so I feel like the guards would be particularly like specific
Well, it
about
depends.
that.
Did you roll a nat 1 to perform?
That too, yeah.
How much
Yeah.
scrutiny are you under is the real question. But anyway, we are going to the bar and we are going to take a rest. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So if the party takes a long rest, I'm gonna need to. Oh yes, Torren.
Can someone buy me a bottle of whiskey?
Yep, you got it, bud.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is my sequel.
How much? How
Did
much
you
silver
what?
does Gareth have? How much silver does Gareth have?
I still have 20 gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
this is gonna
rich.
cost. Bottle of whiskey. I'm gonna say is gonna cost 3 silver.
Okay.
You're the
Cool,
wealthiest
I drink-
person in the party.
I drink half of it before I go to bed.
I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna get me finest cider they got.
Yeah. All right. Fine cider. You're getting a bottle of it. I'll say is gonna cost you a gold coin. It's a big bottle.
Oh, so it's okay. I was gonna say this is a big bottle. Holy shit!
It's a big bottle. It's fine cider.
All right. Robin, what do you want?
Place with a lot of trees probably makes good cider.
That's a great question. What is on the menu?
Alcohol. This is a
think that's
country
true.
bar.
I didn't think that one through. Maybe the child should not be drinking.
It's okay.
Just
I'm gonna
order
go-
a virgin daiquiri and get the shit beat out of you, man.
I'm gonna look up at them at the bar because I assume that I am like do not reach because I haven't sat down. Do not reach the bar.
Surprisingly, you do reach.
Oh, I do.
The majority population in this town is gnomish.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So I'll look them in the eyes.
If you can reach the bar, you can drink.
Yeah, Irish rules.
I'm not gonna have Robin drink. I'm gonna look to them and be like, do you have any sarsaparilla? Or do you have any sarsaparilla, sir? It's a bar. You could order sarsaparilla at a bar.
Yeah, no. I want you to come down. I want you to come down to Rosie's where I live and order a sarsaparilla in the biker bar down the swamp
I will
from
do
me.
it, and I will do it with confidence.
I would pay good money to see that.
Okay, I'm also gonna show up in stuff I normally wear, not this, and do it. I feel like I'd fit that crowd.
The biker bar down the swamp.
I'll do it. Listen, next time I'm at my grandparents, I'll come over to your place. We'll go to Rosie's. I'll order a sarsaparilla.
Gonna
Party
die.
at Columns. We're all
Bring-
going to Rosie's to order sarsaparillas.
Yeah.
I've seen
bring,
this bar.
bring your knives.
I
I'm
will.
bringing a gun.
I'd probably fit in, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Why
Anyway,
unfortunately, bikers
sure,
are
you
awesome.
get a sarsaparilla.
Yeah, sarsaparilla.
Slander so many people in my neighborhood.
Rock, what do you need?
Let me just get a jug of beer. And can I ask the bartender if I can perform? I'm a bit of a musician.
God damn it.
I
Bartender,
thought
will
you wanted
perform-
to listen to the religion.
Well, Caspian said he drinks half and goes to bed.
Well,
It's not
bef-
Caspian
Or
because
Torren,
he's dead.
sorry. Yeah,
T-
Torren.
Torren will do that as he goes to bed, but like he's slowly sipping. He's not getting.
Oh,
blackout drunk.
okay.
All right, yeah, you guys can still have this, yeah, because you did say you wanted to do that before you started
Yeah.
drinking. So yeah, you can play music or you can listen to the story.
Oh, I can't do both.
Listen
I'm
to the
not-
story before you play. You get
yeah,
you get
yeah. I'll
inspired.
get inspired to play
can-
later in the night after he goes to bed because I'll be up late.
Yeah, all right. So, Torren, please take it away.
Oh wait, how much total was everything?
Gold, 3 silver.
What?
3 silver, 1 gold.
Yeah. What did Rockchild say they were having?
Jug of beer.
Jug of beer. That's between the beer and the virgin daiquiri down there, sarsaparilla. I'll say the final total is 1 gold, 6 silver.
And it's 10 silver per gold.
10 silver per gold, yeah. So you lose 2 gold and gain 4 silver would be the translation.
You gain 4 silver. So
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, math. All right. So let's take it away, Torren.
So, Rockchild, what do you want to know?
Tell me about this pantheon of gods of yours, and which one of them is yours?
Well, the short version is that there are 9, and these 9 helped those who fled to the island. It is our safe haven. They were escaping the blackening, which they escaped.
Which
And they are
is
we are safe from here.
okay.
This is our safe haven.
Really?
Except for, and I'll just like vaguely like gesture towards what happened in the forest.
That is the generalness. That is the general gist. I worship the god of Keramikus. They are a large kenku with ivory horns with a shepherd's crook.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's supposed to make this place safe from it?
Do I look like a fucking scholar? I don't know.
I don't know. It's your religion. It's your holy land.
Do you have a scholar that you could contact? That we could get to contact with?
Let's save some of the questions for afterwards. Let's hear about the gods, and then we can compile our questions for afterwards.
Sorry, he asked a question. I just replied. And I'm gonna drink my sarsaparilla.
It's okay, child. My god is the gods of dreams and prophecy and sometimes madness, but 2 out of 3 isn't bad. I found my god in a very dark place. And the dreams that I have, and they help me see where I am going.
So it's kind of like when a pet chooses you, you didn't choose the pet kind of situation.
Yes.
The god chose you. You didn't choose the god.
More or less.
Fair enough. I didn't get a choice.
And who are the other gods?
I got it pulled up if you want.
Yeah, no, if you want to go through them, you can, or I can
Yes.
I can go through them.
Wait,
Yeah.
side note. Did Justin's old character become one of the Ascended?
Give it a second. You'll hear.
Please,
You'll hear.
please,
I'll read them all
please
out.
don't.
Oh no, I was just curious because I do know this was connected to your last guy's campaign, so that's why I was curious.
Please let him only be a minor deity. I can't. I'll have to say.
Would you like me to read them off in
No.
in order?
Yes,
No,
please.
Let me.
Oh,
I-
Caleb. Do
Oh
it.
yeah. No. Do it as Torren. We'll let you do
Do
it.
it as
Oh,
Torren.
Go
Do it as
ahead.
Torren. Yeah.
We have Eldris, the god of winter and chaos. My god. Is that the first one? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
What
my
order you're gonna read
God!
them in?
Oh, that's great.
You might
Yes!
all of Aaron. Everyone on here should recognize one or more names on this list.
There is.
That is great.
There's
It's so
Karanikos.
cruel. Good.
There is Maudlin, the young girl, the goddess of the storms and the sea. There is Nui, the god of war and stars and travelers. There is Carrick, the god of music and the craftsman. There is Emmer, goddess of fire and light. There is Bellephon, god of wealth and conquest. You, of course, know the god of Siog, the god of forest and agriculture. And then we have Demoran, god of time and fate. And there's one more.
There, I think, because what we did.
And then there's the Saint.
I believe you skipped two in the middle.
Temoran, Siog,
Bellephon.
Bellephon, and Emmer. There's Emmer, goddess of light and fire.
Yep.
And Bellephon, god of wealth and conquest.
Yeah. Did you get Carrick? I forget. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I did.
So
You did Carrick.
Yeah, he did.
so
I'm glad my
Carrick-
husband's up there, but
with
thought
his
it was
boyfriend, should I add?
hey, okay. Kaze should be in the mythos because that is her husband, okay?
I honestly, when
Listen,
I heard Bellathorn, I heard Bellathorn. I was very confused.
I will say one thing. I will say one thing, Gwen. I did not forget you. There is some Kaze stuff somewhere.
Okay.
I promise you.
So was there originally
Trying to
8
steal
and then
my man.
Eldris became another one? Or did he take that place? Y'all getting some lore updates, everybody in the audience.
All the gods, all Ascendant 9 are the original Ascendant 9 from when I first designed these people.
Okay.
Yeah, columns just mean like
I
that.
had my former character had its grand redemption arc and helped save people by bringing them to the new world.
I'm sorry, what?
All right.
What?
Quick.
So much
We're done.
baggage. So much baggage.
Quick sidebar, everyone. This is not D&D related, but I've been waiting all day to get an email from Ticketmaster to let me know that I'm going to be on the wait list for the Taylor Swift concert to buy tickets. So I'm so
Nice.
excited to buy.
You got
I'm
the
on the wait
email.
list.
It was trending on Twitter.
I did get the
Hey!
email.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I did it, man.
You're gonna see Taylor Swift.
It's going to be a beautiful
Why?
experience.
I would cry, honestly. But
Honestly, I might. Is there any more questions for me?
Okay, so who would we talk to understand why this place was supposed to be a safe haven?
Any high-level clerics or scholars? I mean, I know the basics, but
How would one talk to the gods? Are they still on this realm? Well, we interacted with one, right? Or
No, we know
no, that's just an archfey.
okay.
but we do know that the Calchetch Forest is supposed to be like the haven of one that starts with an E, I think. Oh,
I
Sog.
thought it started with an S.
Siog, Sog.
Siog, yeah. So Siog is supposed to inhabit the Calchetch Forest, which is currently infected. So I like the implications.
Because like, if the gods are still on this realm, then potentially they could assist.
Oh, but if the gods are on this realm, then the gods are gonna get.
Yep.
Torren just starts drinking. Now he's drinking.
Yeah, now Torren's starting to drink. Yeah.
I'm guessing the
yeah, it is,
implications are not good.
I would
will
say that probably not all of them are alive, and so there would just be that very like sober, put that out in the air. Robin is
There's-
probably making this a little bit worse for Torren, but wants to state it.
I just
Yeah,
imagine
Torren,
as
you
you
know-
said it. He goes,
You know that there are a number of ghost stories and fairy tales regarding people witnessing or encountering various gods from the Ascendant 9. Most
Oh,
common one is someone meets a little girl on the edge of the beach
God,
and
no.
is drowned.
What the fuck?
Oh, Maudlin. Yeah.
Malevolent gods, I love it.
This is usually this is usually some fable about just general cruelty and indifference.
I love that
Oh,
so
malevolence.
much.
I don't know. Who knows? There's things in the water. There's maybe the gods are here.
Shark
Who
in the
knows?
water, people in the
knows?
water. People
Who
don't
knows?
come out of the water.
So if we see a little girl, we do not go towards the water.
No,
Got
don't
it.
go
I
towards the
mean, I
water.
think you should. You got to find out, if she's willing to help.
Oh, the
Hey,
gods are
uh,
dying. The gods are dying.
Oh,
Wait,
oh.
whoa.
No,
How-
Torren, it'll be fine.
What makes you think the gods are
probably.
dying?
If the gods are in the woods and the curse comes out of the woods,
Yeah, that little girl's probably dead.
oh,
There's nothing saying that. There's nothing
The
saying.
gods should be able to fight
dead.
against it, no?
They're the reason
Uh,
they came here,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they protected humanity to begin with. Maybe
do
they're
you
out there-
not do you not understand?
I
the gods-
personally don't.
The gods
But-
ran. The gods ran. We ran. We did not fight. We ran.
Oh.
And,
Also,
one
if
further
this...
point,
hmm.
Torren, you would know. The gods are called the Ascendant Nine because once upon a time they were as mortal as any of you.
I imagine Torrent's point came across for Rockchild, and I'm just sitting there like wide mouth, like, oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean they're dead. The infection is still pretty limited, so there's a chance if the gods are inhabiting here, they are either A, or at least Seahog is fighting it off currently, so he's more or less wounded.
Well, I would
However,
think
for the
that
rest-
because the infection is here, maybe one of the gods is dead.
Well, think
Maybe it
about-
might be the water goddess,
Wait,
as it's in the water.
actually, what is each god's dominion? You said there's Seog, god of the forest. There's the god of the water. Obviously, it's in the water. We should see if they're in each of the gods' dominions.
I am going to commune with my god. And I'm going to just finish the bottle.
I'm going to commune with my god. Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah.
Rick
Yeah, it's like,
Sanchez
my
over
god is
there.
the god of alcoholism.
Dionysus.
Oh my god, I didn't know Dionysus was here.
And before I pass out, before I just like lay my head on the table.
No,
This is a pretty good way, Declan. Pretty good.
Please wait. Is he going to pass out at the table? Shouldn't we get him a bed?
Yep.
I'll just start playing my lute, so just like a lullaby.
Lullaby and good night. Please forget your existential crisis. Lullaby and good night. Everything's gonna be fine in the morning.
It's like, I just imagine you guys just going, everything's gonna be fine, Torren. Everything will be
Tor-
fine.
Torren's just gonna wake up
is
to the
gonna
to the
be
opening
alright.
of the good place, and it's gonna be everything's fine.
Everything is fine. No contractions. It has to be a pure statement of fact.
Everything is
Robin is just
awesome.
gonna like lightly pat Torren's back, like it's okay, buddy. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
We're all too young to
Uh,
die.
Y'all- Yeah.
After he falls asleep, I'm gonna look to Gareth and Robin and go, "What have we gotten ourselves into? Is there a way out?"
There is no way out. If this thing truly does devour all of existence, it's
What if-
either nut up or shut up.
What if the gods are dead?
Well, there's more gods.
No, there's not.
There's 9.
Yeah, there's 9 of them.
Well, if the gods are dead, we're just going to have to create new gods. At one point, they were mortal and they ascended, hence the Ascended 9. We're just gonna have to find the most powerful people on this island.
I would
Okay,
say
okay.
As of
that
right
would-
now, it's already become us. We're the only ones who have figured this out so far.
I mean, the only person who beat us was a tiefling and a Azamar.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's two plays that are very popular in this world. God's Not Dead and God's Not Dead 2.
No.
That would refute what you had said, Ramen.
No. I
God
hate
is
those
not
movies.
dead.
No.
So I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, there's multiple gods. These are just one set of gods.
Yes, but the universe is dissolving around us. If there were more gods out there, they're probably dead.
We can't really prove it right now. However, think of it like a disease. The infection doesn't kill out all right. So clearly,
Yeah.
some of them have to still be alive, or else everything would stop functioning.
Question. So Carrick was a
Beautiful,
fae.
beautiful man.
Yeah.
Gorgeous man. That's why I married him.
Yeah. For those of you, in our homebrew campaign, there was a powerful archfey named Carrick that a number of the players swooned over.
Swooned over. We had a battle.
Did you guys have like a dance off?
It was legitimately like we would
petty
fight back and forth, petty comments over who Carrick would get with, and I won. Yeah. But so because of Carrick's backstory, would Robin know who Carrick is? Would they recognize that name?
I will allow both Robin and Gareth to make either religion or history checks for familiarity with Carrick, account of the former Feywildness.
Colum, can I also do a history check given my bardic background with Neskir?
I'll allow you to make a history or religion check. This one would be directed towards Eldris rather than Carrick, though.
Okay.
As the primary focus.
So you said history or religion?
Yeah, religion or history, whichever you want.
Nice job.
Yep. Robin has vanished into the screen.
Oh no.
Yep. Just saw that.
No!
That one. You
Damn!
In a drunken, massive dick move of total patronage disrespect, you have forgotten every song, story, and narrative ever woven by your first patron. And you feel bad about it.
Wow!
I hope it's only because I'm drunk, but yeah, I'm just like,
In the moment, you have nothing.
There was a guy.
Should I take the jug away from you, friend?
Yeah, you're like, damn, this beer is potent.
Yeah. Well, he went for his one. Yeah, it's not good.
We pour some of Torren's whiskey into it, my friend.
Yeah. As for Robin and Gareth, the two of you both get about the same information here. You both know who Carrick is, and it's not with a lot of positive connotations. Let me tell you that. Carrick is currently revered as a god, as one of the Ascendant Nine on the Isle of Venzor. His present status is, in fact, as the god of music and craftsmen. He is of the Arcana and Forge domain. You know that he is an elven man in a mask with white hair. Stringed instruments and long swords are symbols of this man. You also know that he has had a bit of a sordid history during his time as a fae. He has been at various points an archfey. He's been exiled for a coup. He has restored himself, and he technically does have his own fae domain with a group of entities known as the High Kings. And the last bit that you get a hold of is he would have been the person that created Colleen, the cat of holding. And he's generally regarded as either overambitious, which isn't in of itself a sin, unless you fail. And he has at various points failed. But it's not, he doesn't got a great reputation in the Feywilds. He's got a lot of things that he's done, but most people don't really like him.
Okay.
He's a god here.
Oh,
But he's a god here.
Yeah.
he's an Ascended 9.
Knowing what I know of Carrick, and the fact that he had this whole history in the Feywild where I'm from, that I lived in a realm that was from the guarded over the High Kings of the Fae. Maybe we could recruit some of those powerful Fae creatures to help us in this endeavor. If he ascended, maybe one of them can too. I think we need to just look for powerful people that can help. Or maybe powerful people in each domain. Maybe it's the elements that contribute to this. I'm not quite sure how this works in your religion, all the creation myth of this island.
How this works in religion. Just on the table.
Torren is currently unconscious.
Torren, wake up.
No, don't worry. We'll fill him in once he's communing with his god in a drunken sleep.
Yeah.
So I think the best place to start then would be the inhabitants of Calchetch, which would be the Covens. After we leave Eberness, we should head back to Calchetch to see if we can find out what they know. Because if they can close ranks to protect themselves, then we might just have an ally through at least an ally we can keep at arm's length to at least help fight whatever this is. As well, we're not strong enough to take this on, but together we can all at least try, and we know of a faction that already exists there.
Yes, and hopefully we'll find out more in Everness, as this island loves paperwork, so there is a paper trail for everything people do.
So there might be a paper trail leading to why they thought Venzor was a safe place.
Well, also for maybe what happened to the water, because we know that it's related to the religion and the gods, but also we can see the activity that's being done there and around there that could have affected the water, and which groups were around there. They probably would have to have papers.
I'm also wondering what else, remember that old architecture we found where the Knoll was living? I bet that plays a key into this too, because remember, they deny that Venzor was ever inhabited before 250 years ago. What if this place wasn't meant to be a safe haven? What if this place was already inhabited and they brought the darkness here?
I don't know if they would have brought the darkness here, but I think
look at what happened.
They may have found this place as one of the last places that the darkness didn't get to, and therefore established it as a safe haven. My first thought was they sacrificed the previous people here to make it a safe place. So I like where your brain is headed, Gareth.
Those connotations, though, are severe, indicating that whatever this darkness is can be brought to places. If this world was previously inhabited before the Ascended 9 showed up, then God knows where we have to go next.
I mean, just imagine. They already don't want people under... I mean, it's clear that they don't want to push a narrative that this place was inhabited beforehand. They don't want to push they want to push against the narrative that the darkness could ever get here. Whatever, to understand what this is, I mean, who else I mean, every other nation pushes a narrative for the benefit of the nation, whether or not history agrees or not, you know? So whatever it is, we have to find the actual history of this island and perhaps understand to help us understand how to beat this, because that's the only realistic way. And if there is this place's downfall, believe it or not, might be in its own bureaucracy.
Well, I think this place's salvation may be its bureaucracy, as people don't want to tell us anything, but since they have such a paper trail, we'll probably be able to find it. I mean, history is the narrative of the winners and the survivors, so what we need to find is the truth. Whether it's written down or whether we can figure it out through getting into contact with one of the gods.
Which means we might not need to look for established scholars. We need to look at who was ostracized.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Maybe hit up the banned books section of a library and see what we can find.
I don't think they keep those in the libraries here. I'm gonna... Yeah.
Either way, if we
Harry Potter, are you in the restricted section?
Essentially.
Don't come at me.
So once Torren's awake, he might be able to point us in the right direction about people who might have been ostracized for thinking otherwise against the narrative.
Well, Torren seems to be a criminal, so
well, he's only
I don't know if he'd have.
Wait.
Well, I don't know why he was a criminal. I didn't hear that specific backstory.
I assumed he was a criminal because he's been marked by the water. That was my assumption.
Oh, really? Because my assumption was that when the guy was just like, "You're a common criminal, you have this," I was like, "Oh, okay, he did something bad and then he turned to religion, you know, common things."
I'll say I figured the darkness tends to leave its mark. That's what I assumed, and that's why he was the lowest of the. That was my assumption, at least when him being the lowest of the criminals, because now he's a blasphemer by revealing mark. That's my assumption, at least. I know in some medieval historical narratives, people might be branded as criminals in some sort of way, because usually, like I know in England, the brand itself for thievery was just a chopped off hand. So that was,
or the P for the pirate.
As a reminder, when we walked to the Premier's house, I said suggesting that the blackening is here is the highest of treason. Which we would have talked about like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you have a brand, and you did not want to talk about the blackening, so I just assumed that you never had.
I mean, I'm blackout drunk. You want to take a look at that shit?
But you're
Yo, yeah, can I investigate his hand?
No. Well, I don't know if you should violate his space like that.
Well, it's just his hand. I feel like that's okay. Is it ungloved?
It is. He would have put the glove back on before leaving the. This is He's been very careful not to show the glove and made a very big point of its revelation. You are not the only people in this bar.
All right, I'll wait.
I felt the need to point that out. All right.
Anyway. So I think our point of order should be: we get to Everness, we understand, we talk to somebody about why Venzor is supposed to be a safe place, and depending on the response, we try to find some scholars that may or may not have been shunned, and for reasons why to understand. And then we'll probably go from there, see what we can find, or at least see what information we can find, and then figure out what we can do. And then maybe head to the Calchetch Forest to talk with the witches.
I think we should also annotate a map of where local legends that are associated with the gods are. So obviously we know the forests and God, God, what was his name?
Shog. Shog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shog. Siog. Yep. Welcome.
Siog.
Welcome to Gaelic naming convention.
I figured that's what this was.
Yeah.
You fuck with my dyslexia so much every time you spell something. Yes. So we know that one. We know those local legends. Let's map out where the other ones are in case we need to check out those gods' realms, or if we need to go find them or call to them. I think that would be also a good decision that we can talk to Torren about when he wakes up, and I'm gonna poke him.
You poke an unconscious man.
Yes, I poke him. Just.
Not now, Declan. No.
Talks in his sleep.
Yep.
You know what? I think what is it? I think Rune's probably gonna like mess with his hair a little bit. Is gonna fly off and nest in his hair. My bat. Sorry,
Yes,
you guys probably don't know the name.
Right. So I think I think we have a good plan for now.
Yep.
Let's
put
that person in a bed.
Yeah.
And then we call it a night.
All right. So you all get beds for the night. You all decide to rest.
Are we all working together to drag Torren to his bed?
I assume you guys managed to get him into his bed.
Unless Rockchild wants to perform a nightly
violation. Can I still perform?
Yeah, sure. You can still perform and do your serenade. Roll a performance check as you're allowed to take the stage. You know, there's not really open mic night here, but it's
oh shit! Make us some good tips.
Just
it's
rock out
pretty
the show.
Dang good. It's pretty dang good, man.
I fucking love it.
It actually starts drawing people in from outside, which bartender appreciates. You managed to do better than the Blues Brothers at the Good Old Boys show.
Oh wow! How much is he making tips?
Yeah, do I get tips? Do I get like patrons?
Sure.
Toss a coin to your bard.
All right, I'm gonna do this in 2 parts. All right.
Kickbacks from the bartender and tips from the patrons.
Well, number 1, I'm gonna have you call evens odds.
Evens.
Odds.
Damn.
All right. So your tips. You make 3 gold.
Hey!
Okay.
Fun fact: if you had called odds, I'd have rolled d8s.
Oh.
That was a fun. But you make 3 gold coins, which is more than enough for what you've done. You know, it comes in various small denominations, but you get just 3 gold. You know, for the sake of not having to do stupid ass math.
Yeah. And then what's the second part of this?
You spend the good night performing. Yeah, it's fairly decent. However, when you do go to sleep, Rockchild and Torren, both of you dream.
Oh shit!
It is not a pleasant dream, and I will begin with Rockchild.
Oh fuck, dudes!
Rockchild, your dream begins. You are weightless. You are in the dark. And you do not know where you are. The darkness feels more... It's more than air. It's more than light. It's permeable.
Be right back.
And you can feel yourself become permeable within it. You're almost ethereal as it passes through you. It's just dark. Your feet don't touch ground. No, it's just nothingness. What do you do?
You said the darkness is permeable.
Yeah, it feels like neither air nor light, but it feels permeable, and you
Thank-
feel it. You feel yourself become permeable within it.
Can I swim through it?
Certainly, you attempt to swim, flail your arms around a little bit. You begin to move forward and about in a not graceless act. As you move through it, it has the feel of cold, wet mist raking its way under your skin as you move through it. Not particularly pleasant, but you move through it. After a while, you become aware of a figure in the distance. It's a shadowy shape, standing there as though its feet are fixed by gravity to some unseen floor. Just sort of stands there. It is not looking your way. It seems to be staring off at something else.
I still want to approach, but I don't want to say anything yet.
All right, you approach. As you draw nearer to it, the mist begins to actually form like mist and cloud and push through, and you feel it rake through your eyes and out the back of your skull as you continue to swim towards it with growing intensity. The darkness within it beginning to streak tendrils out past your hair. It is deeply unsettling. Do you continue to push forward?
No, but I will call out to the figure.
All right. You, what do you call out to it?
Hello there, stranger. Where is this place, and who might you be?
All right. We're going to cut to Torren now as you await her response, your words ringing hollow in the emptiness. Torren, you awaken. You stand in a room, the room that you were dragged to. The weird fixings of the furnishings, familiar and yet not, around you, begin to slowly fade away as the walls part. And in the distance, there is darkness and a pulsing blue light ahead of you. Pulses, bum bum, bum bum, in sets of two, a heartbeat. With each pulse, the light flashes brighter and brighter, and in the interim between, fades to a small blue orb, and then bum bum. As you watch the ebb and flow, the light expands and retracts to the same space. Never any brighter at its brightest or any duller at its dullest. Bum bum. Bum bum. The light is blue. What would you like to do?
Dungeon?
Bum bum. No response seems to come from the orb as you watch the darkness around it coalesced tighter and tighter, like it's not simply the absence of light, but liquid ink flowing through the air,
Can I like
attempting to bind and constrict this light.
Can I try to move into the blue light?
Certainly, you can approach the blue light.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to walk towards it easily enough, and as you come closer, you can see various detail. You see the blue light pulsing, and the inky darkness being drawn in. And with each pulsing, the darkness within the heart of the blue light is not expelled, but eradicated. It you watch this for a minute as you touch the blue light, I presume.
Oh yeah.
As you touch the blue light, you've been a bit curious about how silent Don John has been since insisting you kill the orc. You see now the reason why. You can feel his mind, his essence, as you touch the white hot flash of the lights. Burns your hand, but doesn't leave a mark. You watch as more darkness is pulled in and expelled with the next heartbeat. Watch as apparently this eternal battle between Don John and whatever you encountered is taking place within your mind or soul or whatever it is. But when you pull your hand away, you see another figure standing across the light from you. Humanoid. But without features.
I will walk towards it.
All right, so you're going to walk through the light to reach it?
Sure, I will do that.
All right, you step through the light. And bum, bum. It feels as if the whole of your insides are racked with searing, radiant pain. And the shape that was across from you as the light fades, its form molds to a mirror image of you. At this moment, you hear echoing across the cosmos a sickening, hideous, twisted sound. Stranger.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Hello, stranger. And you see swimming down from behind this other figure a gaunt, green and yellow skinned, lanky creature with black ink tendrils for hair swimming down towards you. Rockchild. As you call out, the figure seems to morph and duplicate. A inky shadow man to match the first. Featureless and planted. Both sets turn to you in unison as you call out. Torren and Rockchild, what do you guys do? Your respective visions.
So this green and yellow monster is running towards me?
It is swimming towards you, down from the sky, just swimming through the air with direction and intent. Its voice a hideous, twisted mangling of common.
I'm going to attempt to... I'll grasp the holy symbol, and I'll stretch one of my hands and... Go to hell. And I'll attempt to cast a spell.
All right, what spell do you attempt to cast?
Yeah, I'm in a dream, so I know that I don't have any spell slots or anything, but Guiding Bolt.
You can do anything you could do while you were awake, I will say.
Guiding Bolt.
All right. Rolled hit. Rockchild, as you call out to it, the figures duplicate and turn towards you. One raises its hand up at you. What do you do?
I will continue to call out, who are you and what are you doing here?
All right, Caleb, roll your guiding bolt. 17. Roll damage. You hear the creature. No, you got to hit the not spell description. You got to hit the actual word guiding bolt.
There we
you
go.
hear. And Rockchild, in response to your rather innocuous question, the hand flashes a bolt of radiant light that sears through your skin.
Ooh.
Hey, Colum, can you say what it said to Caleb's character one more time? I couldn't hear.
Yeah, cut out a bit.
When you make noises like that, it doesn't come through on the microphone.
Damn. So much for my demon voice.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Basically, everything Rockchild says, it's being relayed in a hideous demon voice to Torren.
Okay.
Who are you? What are you doing here? I need to deal with you later. You are having so many settings issues, Mr. Microphone. Yeah. You are struck by this bolt. What do you do as the radiance cuts through you?
Oh, the fucker. Can I cast Vicious Mockery on him?
Yes, you may. That's a charisma save or a wisdom save?
That is wisdom.
Torren, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, just let me log back into Roll20. I'll change the art after the save. Wisdom saving throw, you say?
Yep.
Oof. Okay, yeah,
23.
That succeeds.
You succeed. The second figure, the one standing beside you, Torren, the imagery, just turns and looks from one to the other. Torren, you hear whispered, just like before. And then the crowing of roosters awakens you both.
Is the voice a voice I recognize? The one who said just like before?
'Tis a very sad voice. Melancholy. And roll an insight check.
Come on, high insight.
Would it be someone that I spent, I don't know, a couple years with?
Roll.
All
roll
right.
insight.
Ooh.
16. It's strange. It's not one voice you've heard before. It's two. The first you recognize as Donjon, the mage currently living rent-free inside your skull. The other voice is a voice you've longed to hear many a nights and often been disappointed. You call this voice Karamikos.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And with the dawning of the 17th day of Maris, this session comes to a close.
Oh damn! What the hell?